Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video from Dynamo here. In this one, we're going to have 5 core picks and player props from Prize Picks for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. We got the Heat facing the Nuggets. Looking at the spread here, 8.5, pretty large spread, 219 total though, so going to be higher than the Heat's last series, and the Heat have an implied total of about 105, 106, so good amount of points should be scored in this one compared to the last couple games of the last Heat series. So if you guys are new, get in the Discord for free. Also, we have a VIP paid section of the Discord. You can get a 2 free day trial, which will be linked down below, also in the pinned comment. We've had a lot of wins here, and we do more than just NBA. We got MLB, we got esports, WNBA has been hitting, straight betting picks been hitting, so definitely get over there. You can get that free 2-day trial here with that link. We have 6 or 7 cappers now giving out picks. We got player projections and a lot more for less than it costs to win a $5 3-leg bet on Prizepicks. And Prizepicks does have that free square, so it costs less than winning a $5 entry over here with a free square. Speaking of free squares, Thrive Fantasy as well will be linked down below. They have a 100% deposit match up to $250. Insane. If you deposit at least $25, you're going to get a free square as well over here on Thrive, and they have higher payouts, 3.2, 5.2, etc. So definitely check out Thrive and sign up there as well for a free square and higher payouts. Coming back to Prize Picks here for the NBA Finals, they have an insane amount of props, and some of the ones I thought were interesting that are new that we could talk about first is deflections, which I don't fully understand how these are calculated. If we look over here on NBA Advanced Stats, Fred VanVleet averaged 3.8, Anunoby 3.6. I'm not sure if it's just deflecting the ball and then like the other team still retains possession or what exactly it is. It seems like that's the case because these are really high numbers, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm staying away from those. If I was going to take anyone, I would take Gordon here at 1 flat. You know, he's going to play big minutes, and he's lengthy, athletic. It seems like he would get, at least a deflection. The other one I thought was interesting was crunch time points, especially for Jimmy Butler. So last 6 minutes of the games, he's going to score 4.5 or more. It seems like he always will score, 6, 7 straight points just in the last few minutes, let alone 6 minutes, so that one's interesting as well. But neither of those are going to be in my core 5. The first one I'm starting with the Nuggets, Bruce Brown. Going to go to his fantasy score. It's one that I played a good amount of in their last series, and it's set at just 22.5. He missed it in Game 4, but in Game 3, 2, and 1, and versus Suns, he was hitting that, playing huge minutes off the bench. I think he's going to continue to play those minutes. He's going to match up pretty well with the shorter kind of guards that Miami likes to run out there, and I think you could even get away with him playing some power forward because the Heat really go small sometimes with their power forwards, and I think Brown's just going to have a really good series again. This game where he got 7 fantasy score, he played the least amount of minutes he's played the entire playoffs by a good amount, and he was in foul trouble. He got 4 fouls in just 20 minutes, so he didn't play as much. And I think he's going to bounce back in this series pretty nicely. So Bruce Brown's going to be my first pick. And I'm not going to give you guys a Jokic pick because there is that free square, but I'm going to give you guys a Jamal Murray pick here. And I'm just going to take his points. I was looking at some other things. His assists and rebound props are pretty high for a PRA bet, but I do like him on the points. He has been going crazy in these playoffs. 25.5 I think is still a little low for what he's been doing. As long as he hits at least a couple threes, he should be hitting this. Barely missed it here, but he went 0 for 4 from 3. When he is hitting his threes, he can get well in the 30s and just have some massive games. I think he's in line for a big Game 1. And the Nuggets really have a high implied point total in this game. So I do like a lot of Nuggets here, and the Michael Porter Jr. is expected to have, a better series after kind of becoming like a kind of a role player. So I would go to his PRA here for Porter Jr. He needs, if he gets 16 points and 7 rebounds, he just needs 1 assist. So adding in that assist, I think, helps out. And I think he should be able to get at least one assist just the minutes he's playing and people just falling into shots here. He's not a huge assist guy, but sometimes he can get a decent amount of assists and has been rebounding the ball extremely well. 3 games with at least 10 boards. So I like him on the over. Looking at his game log, I mean, last series he had 1 assist, 6 assists, 3, 2, and the rebounds were there. The scoring was pretty consistent as well. And I think people are expecting him to have a bigger series than he did last series as well. And the Heat are small, so he can just be gobbling up the boards too and getting easy buckets. Now moving on to the Heat, a guy that's really struggled, Bam Adebayo. And now Jokic, is not a great defender by any means, but just a big body. I think it's going to be harder for Bam to even score maybe in this series because just Jokic is going to be eating all these rebounds, so he can't get put back rebounds. Also, Jokic just clogs the paint, so Bam's going to have to probably try to score a little more outside the paint, which he's been really struggling at. So I'll be taking the under here. If we look at Bam's game log, didn't get 16.5 in the last 5 games of the series. So I think that Bam, just kind of struggling to score. It's going to continue to have a tough time here. But then we're going to go to Jimmy Butler. And I was considering dabbling into his PRA or rebounds plus points or assists plus points. But I think it's going to be harder for Butler to rebound as effectively as he did last series because Denver is just bigger all around. But I do think he can score. His points prop is down by a full point. And I think he's going to have a big game 1, come out strong. He still should have energy, They're getting a couple days off here. So I think he should be fully back to full strength here and just ready to go and be super aggressive in this game. And I don't really know who's going to guard him on the Nuggets. It could be KCP, I guess. He's probably their best wing defender, but they could put some length on him. But I think Butler, can just get his buckets anytime on anyone. And Butler did hit that in the last game and hit it another time in the Boston series as well. So now for my betting picks in this game, I'll take Miami on the spread, and I would take the over in the game. I think it's going to be a little closer, and I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. So my opinions on the bets there. Before we do a little recap, just a reminder that Thrive Fantasy, if you deposit at least $25, you can get a free square over here on Thrive and also a 100% deposit match up to $250, which is crazy. So definitely check them out, linked down below. Now just a quick recap of the picks. Got Jimmy Butler over 27.5 points, Bam under 16.5, MPJ over his PRA, Jamal Murray over his points, and Bruce Brown over on the fantasy score. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, check out all of our picks. Like I said, MLB, we got betting picks, we got WNBA, NHL, hockey, golf, even dabbled into some tennis and hit some picks. So we got a ton going on here, like 7 cappers in there, plus our player projections, all for $25 a month and a 2 free day trial. So definitely check it out and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.